What is going on, guys? Today, we're talking about chapter 967. I finally got my hands on a better translation than the one that I read when the chapter first came out. I wasn't really satisfied with that, so I waited until I got something a little bit better. This one did seem better by a long shot, actually, so it's exciting. Not too many huge things happen this chapter, but there were some points of interest, so it's definitely worth making a discussion video, I think. The first thing I noticed is that Franky is, in the chapter as a kid, and he, as far as I can tell, is interacting with the Roger pirates. I mean, he's talking to Odin. I would imagine that he spoke with the other pirates, perhaps Roger, maybe Rayleigh, Scopper, the big guys. I would think, I mean, at the very least, he's spoken with Odin. And I think it's really interesting because he's never mentioned anything of this sort, at least as far as I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe at some point they did. But, I mean, when they're on Saboti, they talk to Rayleigh. Franky's there. He doesn't mention anything. So that's kind of weird. The whole story right now is basically about the Kozuki clan and Odin and whatnot, and he was directly speaking with Odin, so I do find it strange. I mean, I guess maybe he was just too young and he forgot, but how could you forget meeting those people? I think it's very strange, but maybe I'm just missing something. Let me know. Maybe he has mentioned this before. I just must be forgetting. I don't know. Next, they go to Fishman Island. They do some fun stuff there. They find two poneglyphs, one we've already seen before, and I believe the other was the road poneglyph. It seemed to be a different color. It didn't seem to be explicitly stated that that's what they found, but Roger said he had an idea of where it might be, and then they went to Fishman Island, and they found a darker-looking poneglyph. So I believe that was the last poneglyph. I don't know where it is now. I do find that kind of strange that it seems to just be missing, but yeah, they did that. Talked about some fun things like Poseidon, whatnot. Stuff we basically already knew, so it wasn't that interesting. Kind of took up a few too many pages, in my opinion, but that's all right. It was a fun time in Fishman Island. Something really cool, I thought, is it seems to me now that Zoe is going to be more important, at least that I originally anticipated. I mean, obviously it's really important. There's something about him Zoe being commanded to do his thing he was doing. I know all that, but it seems like it's even more important than I thought now that when we know that when Roger and Odin went there, they seem to be getting some kind of vibe the whole time. I don't think Luffy or Momo had this kind of, obviously it's the voice of all things that's causing this, but something must have been going on there. It is supposed to be really important. There is a traitor in Zoe somewhere, or like from Zoe, so something's going on. I think it is going to be a really important island. Zoe is probably going to play some kind of, I don't know, part in the end game, I guess. I mean, he probably is actually pretty powerful, so I guess he's probably going to be important in some way. Maybe Luffy or Momo is going to command him to do something else. So I guess we'll have to find out about that one, see what's going on there. I do think it is more important, though, than I originally anticipated, so that's cool. And lastly, probably the most important thing that happened in this chapter, we kind of already knew this. Joy Boy's done videos on this, and I think recently it was like confirmed by one of Oda's editors or something that it's not actually supposed to be pronounced Raftel, but it's Laugh-tail. So it's actually two words. And yeah, I mean, there it is. Like, we know for sure now. We know how that worked. Roger's the one that actually named it. So I have mixed feelings about this. I mean, I don't know. I always thought the name Raftel was cool. I've definitely gotten used to it, so calling it something so different. I mean, it sounds kind of the same and is pronounced the same in Japanese, but it's from one word that doesn't really mean anything to two words that actually mean something. It's called Laugh-tail, so I don't know. It's cool because we know that the reason they came up with that name is because when they found out what the treasure was, what the One Piece is, presumably, that Roger and everyone just laughed. They just thought it was so funny. Don't know what that means. It's a little worrisome because it kind of seems like the treasure's not going to be as exciting as, I don't know, I'd like it to be. Something super cool and magnificent. If they're just laughing at it, though, that almost seems like it's probably shitty or something. I don't know. I do find it a little bit strange and kind of concerning because I'm really hoping the One Piece is going to be like a material object, something really cool. I don't know why it would make them laugh and laugh so hard that they decided to name the island Laugh-tail. And I think it's going to be really weird, honestly, getting used to saying that. I mean, don't say Raftel anymore, I guess. It's called Laugh-Tale. Laugh-Tale. It's so weird to say. It really is. I don't like it, to be honest, but whatever. It does give us some cool information about Laugh-Tale and the One Piece, so I guess it's a win overall. But I don't like the name, to be 100% honest, so yep. That's pretty much the whole chapter. Like I said, there wasn't that much crazy stuff going on, but the few things that did happen were pretty nice, so I enjoyed it. It was pretty funny. There were a lot of funny parts with Odin and whatnot, Roger calling him scum, and he's like, you need me to read these poneglyphs, so I don't know why you're complaining. But yeah, it was pretty funny. Odin, of course, is just hilarious. He's like the best ever, so cool, good chapter. I believe there's one next week. I didn't see anything saying that there's not going to be one, but I think that every like Christmas time or New Year's time, Oda just skips it without actually saying anything at the end of the chapter. So I don't know. Hopefully there's another chapter because I am really liking the One Piece story right now. It's very good. So yeah, and maybe again you guys could tell me something about that whole Franky situation. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm forgetting something. I don't know. I thought it was weird. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. With that all being said, hope you guys have an excellent rest of your day. A great New Year's Eve and New Year's. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.